And Zach, before we get into talking about real estate, we usually start the show with an email question. So let's go ahead and put that up there. Okay, email says, I was injured when a piece of heavy machinery fell off a truck on the highway and cracked my windshield. I got the number off the side and called the trucking company, but they say it wasn't their fault and they had no trucks on the road that day. I'm really mad. What should I do? And that is from Jonathan. Jonathan, it's a great question, and unfortunately it's something that we actually see more than what a lot of people might think would happen, more often than not. Something falls off of the back of a truck, some debris. Sometimes it causes property damage. Sometimes it may cause an injury if that's what happened. What do you do in that situation? Well, Jonathan, there's a couple of things you can do. Number one, you mentioned calling the company, and it sounds to me like they've denied any responsibility, which, you know, they can say that, but if you've got some witnesses, you're going to want to be able to show that there are some other people that can back your side of the story up. The other thing you're going to want to do is make a report. Call the local police, fill out a report, give them a description of what happened. That's going to do two things. Number one, it's going to create a record, and number two, it's going to prompt an investigation that both law enforcement and potentially your insurance company may get involved in, and that may help identify the company and actually put some pressure on them to step up and do the right thing. The third option is you should, because we talk about it on the show all the time, you should purchase uninsured motorist coverage. So in this particular situation, Jonathan, if you were injured and you cannot identify the driver, or they're saying they weren't there, and after an investigation, it's a he said, she said, you can't prove that it was this other person's equipment or machinery that fell off their truck that caused your damage and your injury, then you can create what is called an uninsured motorist claim. And that is when you have a claim, you cannot identify the person that caused the accident, or maybe that person is either unavailable, or maybe that person doesn't have coverage to compensate you for your injuries. You can buy uninsured motorist coverage through your own insurance company, and that will provide coverage for this exact type of thing. So we talk about it all the time, uninsured motorist coverage. It is very, very valuable coverage, especially in the state of Florida, when right now the state legislature does not require people to carry liability coverage if they cause an injury. You don't have to have that type of insurance. So check out your policy, talk to your agent, and look into buying uninsured motorist coverage. It can help you out in those types of situations, just like the one Jonathan just described.